Cruise news, a new scam is targeting cruisers. I'm going to get you the details so that you do not become a victim. Plus, one tourist is dead after going on a popular 𝗏𝗏 shore excursion. Also, multiple cruise lines have announced policy changes. I'm going to get you the top 10 cruise news updates to get you fully up to speed, and I'm going to get you the information fast, coming up. Welcome to the Travel Scouts. My name is Jason. We are your cruise news and information channel. Let's go ahead and jump into today's cruise news. Number 1, Royal Caribbean is reducing the single supplement for top-tiered loyalty club members on some sailings. Cruise lines frequently charge solo cruisers a 200% single supplement. In effect, they have to pay the cruise fare for 2 passengers. Cruise lines do this to account for the income that they would receive if 2 people were staying in the stateroom and were making onboard expenditures. Royal Caribbean is now slashing the single supplement down to 125%, but this is only for Pinnacle Club and Diamond Plus loyalty members with more than 340 points. And it is only available for transatlantic, trans-Pacific, and Panama Canal sailings. And while we are talking about loyalty perks and policies, number 2, Carnival Cruise Line is reinstating priority luggage delivery for select passengers. Priority luggage delivery means that your bags will be among the first delivered to onboard staterooms. This benefit is being returned as a perk for 4 select groups of cruisers. These include Diamond and Platinum Loyalty Club members, guests who are staying in suites, and passengers who purchase the Faster to the Fun add-on. Moving on to number 3, I have a hurricane season update. There is currently activity in both the Atlantic and Pacific. Let's start in the Pacific. There is a load of activity in the Pacific. Of special note is Tropical Storm Carlotta. Thankfully, it is expected to move westward out to sea, so it should have no impact on cruising. However, there is a weather system to the south of Mexico that needs to be monitored. It has a 90% chance of cyclone formation in the next week, and it is moving to the northwest along the Mexican coast. Then, over in the Atlantic, there is one weather system of concern. It is currently in the vicinity of the Dominican Republic. This storm is moving slowly to the northwest. It has a 60% chance of cyclone formation in the next week. We will continue to monitor. Next, with sad news, number 4, a death was reported in connection with a popular shore excursion in Cozumel, Mexico. The excursion was a snorkeling tour to the El Cielo Reef. It is one of the popular options in Cozumel, and the prices are generally around $60 to $65 for a half-day outing. The incident took place on Sunday while they were operating a nighttime excursion for tourists. One man fell off the boat while it was in transit. This was unnoticed by others on board, and he was not wearing a life jacket at the time. The man's body was later recovered. Let's pray for his family. Then number 5, some very interesting travel insurance data regarding medical issues while traveling abroad. Data reveals that nearly 1 in 4 Americans have experienced medical problems while traveling internationally. And when travelers were asked how they would plan to pay for medical issues that occur overseas, 46% of them said that they would plan to use their existing health insurance. What they don't know is that most health insurance plans do not cover medical expenses abroad. That is why getting travel insurance is so important. On the screen right now are the top 10 countries with the most medical emergency travel insurance claims. You will notice that Europe is very prominent. This is likely due to the large number of visitors that go to these destinations, more tourists, more travel insurance claims. Data also revealed that the most common reasons for medical claims included injuries and fractures followed by respiratory illness. Okay, we have 5 cruise news pieces remaining, including the top headlines of the day, but now it is time for our fast mid-show check-in. In the last video, I asked if you were a fan of the super large mega cruise ships. I received input from nearly 5,000 of you, and here are the results. 19% of you said that yes, you were a fan. The majority, 60%, said no, you were not, and 22% said you were fine either way. Thanks for your input and all of the great comments. Here is today's question. Thinking about the travel insurance data that said 1 in 4 travelers have experienced medical problems while traveling overseas, for today's question, I'm interested to see if the number is really that high. So the question is, have you ever experienced a medical issue while away from your home country? Chime in down below with A for yes or B for no. I will look forward to reading those results, but now on with the cruise news. Number 6, the country of Malaysia has announced major efforts to attract more cruise visitors. Malaysia is located in Southeastern Asia, and they desire to be a major home port for the cruise industry. To achieve that objective, they are taking 3 steps. The first is that they are building cruise terminals at their existing ports. Second, they are seeking an expedited process for visitors to get authorization to visit their country. And third, they are investing in marketing efforts to attract tourists. So you may see Malaysia pop up on more Asian itineraries in the future. Number 7, today bookings open for Princess cruises to Alaska in 2026. Each year, Princess is rated as the #1 cruise line for the Alaska market. And each year, they dedicate more ships to the region than any other cruise line. In 2026, they will set a record with 8 cruise ships dedicated to Alaska sailings. And today is a big day because today Princess is opening those sailings for booking. And with the cruise market right now, you typically get the best prices by booking early. And between now and September 2nd, Princess is giving a best price guarantee to give you that assurance. Moving on to number 8, Ambassador Cruise Line has launched a full-service luggage partnership with a company called BagX. BagX will pick up your luggage at home and they will deliver it to the cruise ship. They also offer a return service after the cruise. The cost is £49 per item each way. They currently only operate in the UK. Next, some good news for cruising in Australia. Number 9, the New South Wales government has approved some changes at the Eden cruise port that will allow more cruise capacity. Eden is the southernmost cruise port in New South Wales. And the new government approval will enhance cruising in 3 ways. First, they removed the cap of 60 cruise ship visits per season. Second, they approved a pier modification that will allow larger vessels to dock there. Once complete, they will be able to accommodate vessels up to 1,214 feet in length. This will mean that cruise ships such as the Majestic Princess and the Ovation of the Seas will be able to call at the destination. And third, they have now approved for cruise ships to remain overnight at the port. So great news for our friends in Australia. I would love to visit there soon. Then number 10, a new scam is targeting cruisers. This family had a Carnival cruise booked going to Ensenada, Mexico. The mother received a message that appeared to be from Carnival offering a cabin upgrade. When she called the number, the person she spoke to said that she owed a $294 deck fee that had to be paid or her family could not board.
Notice here that you have an outstanding balance on your upcoming cruise for $294, and you will not be able to board unless that's taken care of.
Now, there is no such thing as a deck fee, but she did not know that and she paid it with a credit card. But she was suspicious, so she called Carnival back, this time using a different phone number, and that is when she got the bad news.
And she said, "No, ma'am, that was a scam." She goes, "We wouldn't have charged you a deck fee charge." She goes, "Go ahead and dispute that with your bank."
The real Carnival rep encouraged her to dispute the charge with her bank, which she did, and it refunded her money. The mother thought the problem was solved, but she received more news.
I get an email alert pops up on my phone and says, "Your cruise has been canceled." And my heart sank.
She called Carnival and found out that someone had logged into her account and canceled her cruise. Carnival had rebooked her cabin, the ship was full, and the family was out of luck, and they were out of money because of the late cancellation policy. It is believed that the scammer had her confirm her booking number during the call so that the fake representative could access their booking, and then they had the information they needed to make the cancellation. A similar thing happened to this lady a few months ago, except in her case she had inadvertently shared her booking number online. Carnival recently made a change where a person would also need your birth date in order to log on and make a change to your booking. The problem is that information can also be easily obtained from social media. They just have to look through your feed to see when your friends wish you happy birthday. So here are some big takeaways to protect yourself. First, know that scammers are getting better. An offer for a cabin upgrade is not unusual, and the messages from scammers can look like the real deal. Second, if you are asked to call a cruise line representative, always use a well-known number like the one from the cruise line's website. That will ensure you are talking to a real employee from the company. Third, guard your booking number closely. That is the key piece of information that a scammer or prankster can use to make changes to your booking. And fourth, you can book how you want to, I really mean that, but one thing that you could consider would be using a travel agent. This is a situation to where using a travel agent is definitely an advantage. When a travel agent acts to make changes to a booking, they are required to give more information, making it more secure. And once a travel agent is responsible for a booking, only they can make changes to that booking. So others would not be able to pose as you and work directly with the cruise line online or by phone. Okay, subscribe and turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with the latest cruise news and information. The next video, it'll be coming out soon, but until then, keep on cruising and we'll catch you in the next video.